Merry Christmas, everybody. Starting this one in the middle of the river. It's like 51 degrees. The river's really calm. I guess I'm going to head over to shore and make an appearance, maybe charge my devices, forage a little bit of spice bush, and a little change of scenery for the puppy. These two have been going absolutely stir crazy, so I'm going to get them up for a walk on their regular territory. And I grew up right here along a couple miles of dirt road that was a towpath for an old canal back in the 1800s. Most of the kids in the neighborhood had either dirt bikes or go-karts or three-wheelers or whatever else. I had a canoe. So they were ripping and tearing up the road. I was checking out the islands, and that's kind of what I grew up doing. I'm here to harvest some of this. This here is spice bush, and it's one of the few things you can take in the wintertime. All parts of it are useful, the leaves, the bark, the berries, and even the twigs. In the wintertime, you just take the smaller twigs, and break them up, and make you a cup of tea. And it's actually my favorite tasting wild tea. I think I like sassafras. I'm kind of partial to that. But this particular plant, I actually used to consider a nuisance plant before I knew what it was. While I was harvesting sassafras, I had to occasionally pull one of these because it's kind of similar looking. And I know right away because the roots are different. It was about 2014. I was camping with my then girlfriend. Shout out to Loris. She looked it up and figured out what it was. Also, I can't see any on here, but usually you can find some dead branches on this. And this will take a match and light right up without any paper or anything. I used to call it kerosene wood again before I knew what it was. So see them little buds. That's a good, nice, supple branch. I'll get some of this and take it back home and make some tea. Here's a good example here. Here's some of those dry branches. Especially when there's snow laying on the ground and everything's wet. You can snap off a couple of these and you can see it's super dry. It's also filled with tons of oils. You don't need a paper or anything other than that to get a fire going. And here's today's haul. Some of it unexpected because the neighbor, I guess, had trimmed one of his pines and just threw the branches along the road. There's a good bit of spice bush, and I got some wild onion. One of the most important times of the year to have vegetables and greens and stuff is the winter, so you don't get scurvy. I have about 5 seconds left, so I will catch you on a later